Today there is a weird case report of mine. We are going to use an etiological factor for the treatment success. Let's quickly go into the video. As we all know, the etiological factor is the reason for any disease, but in this case report, I'm going to use the etiological factor for the treatment success. So, a 32-year-old healthy male patient reported with a sensitivity of upper front tooth region for the past 1 year. There is no relevant medical history, family history, or personal history. There is no abnormality detected in the extraoral examination also. On clinical examination, there was a localized Miller's class 1 gingival recession. Offending tooth was 1-1 and 2-1, both the central incisors. The dimension is about 2 into 3 millimeter of gingival recession. There is an adequate keratinized gingiva there is no pocket depth, and the maxillary frenum is papillary type according to the classification of Plazak 1974, which is simple, and simple according to Severin classification 1971. The tension tests were positive and aberrant. The tooth was vital and non-mobile. The amount of bone support is adequate, and there is a midline diastema in this case. So in this picture, you can clearly correlate with the clinical feature which I have told you of gingival recession. And then the routine blood investigation is done with the radiographic investigation, which is correlated with that of our clinical feature also. The diagnosis was made as chronic localized periodontitis in relation to 1-1 and 2-1 with the aberrant maxillary frenum. So what do you think the treatment plan would be? Yes, you would have thought it is a two-stage procedure, first with the frenectomy followed with the root coverage procedure. But I'm not going to do that way. I'm going to use an innovative technique for this. This is the preoperative view. Here we are going to do a frenectomy and use that frenectomy tissue as a graft for the root coverage procedure. So as we all know, the frenectomy has many techniques as mentioned. Coming to the choice of root coverage technique, we have to choose this. This decision has to be made based on the success, reproducibility, lack of morbidity, and the economy involved. Among all the root coverage procedure, we do know that the subepithelial connective tissue graft is a breakthrough root coverage procedure for the class 1 and class 2 gingival recession according to the scientific evidence. But it requires a second surgical site for procuring the graft for it. Sometimes we can use an allograft, but cost is the main disadvantage in it. The next big question which arises in the mind is that can we use the frenal tissue as a soft tissue graft? According to the scientific evidence, the histology of the superior labial frenum, which has a stratified squamous non-keratotic, orthokeratotic or parakeratotic epithelia with a dense irregular collagenous connective tissue, and it also has a myelinated nerve fiber bundles with a small vascular channels, and a few small skeletal muscle fibers are also seen histologically. In addition, another scientific evidence also proves it has a dense collagen, loose connective tissue, and elastic fibers with no muscle fibers in it. So on seeing this scientific evidence, in this case, we are going to use an innovative idea of turning an etiological factor, that is the aberrant frenum, as a choice of treating the gingival recession. So the pre-surgical preparation were done with the phase 1 therapy followed by the oral hygiene instructions were given. After a week, the surgical management was planned. These are the armamentarium we used: local anesthetic agent, hemostat, scalpel number 15 and 11, tissue forceps, non-tooth, gauze and sponges, and tissue nippers, Gracie curette 1 and 2, tetracycline capsule, Dayton dish, 5-0 vicryl suture pliers, scissors, saline, periodontal dressing. This is the preoperative view. Then the incision were placed. The frenal tissue is removed. This is the excised frenal tissue, and later it was de-epithelialized, and frenectomy was done, followed by the sulcular incision done in 1-1 and 2-1, followed by the root biomodification through a sulcular envelope. Saline irrigation were made after the root biomodification, and we have placed the connective tissue graft harvested during the frenectomy into the sulcular incision, and suture has been placed, followed by the periodontal pressing. Postoperatively, antibiotics and analgesics were prescribed and a soft diet is recommended. Refrain from toothbrushing in the treated area for the next 2 weeks and rinse with the chlorhexidine 0.12% of mouthwash twice daily for 2 weeks. This is the 1 week postoperative view. This is the 2 week postoperative view. This is the 1 month postoperative view with the pre-op picture in the first. So the shortcoming of the frenal connective tissue when compared to a palatal connective tissue is that the mesenchymal undifferentiated stem cell in the frenal tissue is less and vascularity is less, and it's also a technique sensitive procedure. So to conclude, gingival recession is a very common condition. Most common etiology of localized gingival recession would be a aberrant frenum in the anterior teeth. So the surgical correction of this recession might need an additional surgical site for procuring the graft. But in this case report, I have done a procurement of the graft from the frenal tissue, which overcome the need of the secondary surgical site, along with the advantage of dual blood supply to the graft for the survival and remodeling from the flap as well as from the periosteum. So to conclude, it's an innovative technique using an etiological factor, which is an aberrant frenum, as a choice of treating the gingival recession, has to be evaluated in the long-term basis with a large small sample size. I hope you would have enjoyed this case report wherein we were turning the etiological factor, that is the aberrant frenum, for the treatment success by using the frenal tissue as a graft. If you like the video, kindly like, comment and subscribe to Dental Shots for much more new videos in our channel. And have a great day. God bless you all. Thank you.